Hello, good morning, everybody. Paul here from Paul's Path. Man, I broke one of my own rules yesterday. Halt. Don't get too hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. And man, was I tired. But I caught up for 9 hours of sleep. But if you're new, something to watch out for is halt. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. If you get one or two of those things, you're going to feel like drinking. Or you're just going to be all messed up. So I was tired for a good reason. I was helping people, but I went to sleep yesterday. I slept 9 hours. So anyway, enough of that. You know, we talk about step 4 a lot in the 12 and 12. And we kind of glance over column 3, right? Talk about what does it affect. First of all, I'm resentful at what? My brother, my sister, Mr. Jones, Mr. Brown, my attention to my wife. He told my wife, my mistress, the cause, right? And then we get down to our part. But everybody kind of glances over. It affects my what? Sex relations, fear, self-esteem, security, personal relationships, security, pride, personal, your pride is what you think other people think of you, okay? And your self-esteem is what you think of yourself, okay? Now, the book didn't really, when it was written when they were 3 years sober, they didn't really go over too much. It wasn't that important. But if you look at the 12 and 12, and you look at step 4, all they talk about are the instincts. There's 4 basic instincts, okay, that an alcoholic or any person, our instincts are out of whack, but for any other person has 3 sets of instinct. Well, kind of 4 because there's an A and a B. But this 3, it's called self. Okay, this is what makes up self. Self is made up of instincts that are given to us by God to survive as a species and to survive as an individual. Okay, the beautiful thing is they all start with S. So self is made up of social, security, and sex. And the B one is emotional security. Okay, so basically sex, security, emotional security, and sex, emotional security, and in society, our social relationships with the people at work and the people, well, that could be security too. See, the thing is, you could hit more than one set of instincts. You can't have a resentment or a fear unless 1, 2, or 3 of those instincts are hit. I cannot be resentful at you unless you mess with my money, my wife, get involved with my girlfriend, embarrass me in front of my girlfriend, embarrass me in front of my coworkers, take something from me, right? Yell at me. That all affects my self-esteem, my pride, my sex instincts, my social instincts, my security instincts, okay? It's very important. So what do they do in step 4 in the 12 and 12? It's the best read. It's the best read of all A books. In my opinion, it's the best read. They talk about, like, when we want to finally find out exactly how and when our natural desires, which are our instincts, sex, social, and security, have warped us, we wish to look squarely at the unhappiness this has caused us, and others, right? They come from the 7 deadly sins when you think about it. Instincts out of whack are basically the 7 deadly sins. Sex out of whack. Nothing wrong with sex. You got to procreate, but out of whack, it's all lust. You need money to survive. You need money to eat, right? Out of whack, it's called greed, You got to feel good about yourself, out of whack, it's called pride. It all, 7 deadly sins are all an extreme case of self-will run riot. See? So by discovering what our emotional deformities are, we can move toward their correction, right? Before tackling the inventory problem in detail, let's have a closer look at what the basic problem is. Simple examples like the following take on a world of meaning when we think about them. Suppose a person places sex desire ahead of everything else. In such a case, this imperious urge can destroy his chances for material and emotional security, as well as his standing in the community. And also, if he's an alcoholic or addict, he'll use or drink, right? Nor is the quest for security always expressed in terms of money. How frequently we see a frightened human being determined to depend completely upon a stronger person for guidance and protection. That person is human. That person's going to let you down, right? But that is not all the danger. Every time a person imposes his instincts, that's us, unreasonably upon others, right? Lust, sex, pride, envy, unhappiness follows. And when an alcoholic's unhappy long enough, And I'm restless and irritable and discontent long enough because that's where the restless, irritable, discontent come from. It says in here, it says, by now the newcomer should realize that our instincts gone astray is the reason their destructive drinking and our failure at life. Now, I have to make this video kind of short, so I'm just going to tell you this. Column 3, if you want to do it right, read chapter 4 in the 12 and 12. Because there's a lot more to it than just selfish. It's all in here. 3 sets of instincts: sex, social, and security. One of them, or 2 of them, or 3 of them got to be hit for you to even have a resentment. Step 4 in the 12 and 12. Love you all. Thank you for your donations. You guys are doing great. It's helping me, help others. And love you all. I'll talk to you tomorrow.